Well, believe it or not, I was going for Canelo. To be honest with, I wanted him to beat Charlo and look impressive and maybe knock him out in order for him to get all that confidence. And maybe that confidence will make him fight David Benavidez. Um, and to me, he looked good. He he went in there, condition looked good, but I just think that the power's not there anymore. At 150, but look at this guy at 154. He had a lot of opportunities to finish him, but Charlo, was there and he never really got hurt. Yes, he dropped him, but it was a flash knockdown. He got up, no problem, and Canelo couldn't finish him. And those shots looked like they were going with a lot of power, man. But nothing happened. So I don't think he thinks that Canelo's back, that he won, and he believes that he was strong and he's good, and hopefully he could fight David. Bubu Andrade, we can't underestimate Bubu Andrade. He's a very dangerous fighter. He's a good fighter, a slick fighter, a tricky fighter, and that's why people don't want to fight him. You know, and we want to take that challenge. We want to prove the people that David can fight those type of guys and close the distance and take advantage when he puts them in the corner. It's going to be really hard for to make Boo Boo fight in the middle of the ring. So we got to back him up and put him against the ropes because he knows that that's what he does, and I don't think he's going to come forward with David. We need to come forward, close the distance, and attack that body and look at spectacular in order to go to the bigger fights.
Right. It seems to me you have like two opportunities here. Obviously, you have the comeback of Jose Benavidez Jr. Fighting Jamal Charlo. Now, there was talks of Canelo fighting Jamal Charlo. Do you feel like you can kind of, with Jose, disrupt those plans?
Well, yeah, they think that Junior it's already done. They're looking for a little tuna for Jermell to fight Canelo. I don't think nobody cares about that fight, Canelo with Jermell. Yeah. It's gonna Charlo. And if Canelo doesn't want to fight David, I think he would love to fight Junior. So I think he'll go that route. So I think either or that could be a good thing for us.
Speaking upon that with Jose and Jamal, when it comes down to that fight, obviously Jamal has an extreme huge layoff. Do you believe that that's going to be a big factor in this fight?
Of course, of course. I'm not going to come and lie to you and say we're fighting the best Charlo. He hasn't fought for almost 3 years. He has mental problems. He's going through the boards. He's been drinking a lot. So I think in my opinion, it's a 50-50 fight. Junior just fought like about a month ago and Junior hasn't been active either. So I think, man, when they told me that, let's do it. Let's make that happen. It's a good fight. It's a fight that he needs. So I'm excited about this. I'm super excited. I'm just hoping that Jamal comes through and doesn't back up from Junior's. And I mean, I'm hoping that he comes through.
Um, when it comes down to Jamal, you did say that is a better boxer, but in this fight particularly, obviously Jose only has one fight at 160 pounds. Does Would that matter when it comes down to this fight?
Just went there to survive. I mean, Canelo throw like 350 punches.
Right.
Charlo, how many did Charlo throw? Did he really try? Did he really wanted to beat Canelo? I think he was just there for the money. So, I mean, in my opinion, I mean, what happened to those lions? I
Mhm.
mean, fuck, we'll fight them with Junior or whoever. I mean, if it doesn't happen with the big Charlo, we'll take the little Charlo. Not a problem.
Do you think that they're overlooking Junior with Maul?
Both of them. Like I said, I thought, man, I was a big fan of the Charlo brothers. But now, what I seen. How can you give him respect? How can you take him serious? I mean, they didn't show me no heart. They didn't show me no animal. They didn't show me no lion. I mean, he was just surviving there. So my mind is not the same no more. Uh, they have to come again and prove themselves again, and come stronger in order for I think for the fans and for the people to believe on them again.
Um, at the end of the fight, Canelo Alvarez mentioned that there's nobody that could beat Canelo at 168 pounds. This is the best Canelo. Um, did you see anything different in that fight this weekend?
Of course, Canelo said, "Yeah, this is Canelo. Canelo's back." I rate myself a 10, but once they mention David Benavidez, then everything goes away. He don't want to fight David Benavidez, and you can tell by always changing the subject or the conversation. He when once he hears David Benavidez, now he changes everything. Hey, he's ready to fight anybody,
Hmm.
and he'll mention David. He'll say, "Yeah, bring David, bring whoever." But he goes the other way. So if he felt that he's the best at 168, he should mention anybody, anybody.
It seems to me that a lot of people are trying to promote this fight for Cinco de Mayo. Obviously, we seen at the end of the fight they mentioned David saying, "Hey, what about David Benavidez on Cinco de Mayo?" And like you said, he said, "I don't care." Is that basically what you're referring to?
Of course, I feel like damn this fucking the pound for pound, the face of boxing does not want to fight David Benavidez. That makes me feel good. So that I think that we're into something. We're making something good. So even though if we never fight him, I could always say that he didn't want to fight David. You know, he has respect for David. He knows that David can probably beat him, and that's good. I feel good with that.
When it comes down, I remember interviewing you before the fight happened, and you told me right away, this is not even fair. We got the small Charlo going to be fighting Canelo, and you was completely uninterested in talking about the subject. You was respectfully answering the questions as a professional, but in reality, as a coach, you believed that the weight difference was going to be a big difference in this fight, especially the durability when we all
Of
seen
course,
as
we can see all that.
yeah, so as boxing fans, we seen that the durability of Charlo wasn't there. Going off of David, I mean, if he had that opportunity, how sure are you of the durability of David to be able to take those blows from Canelo?
Yeah, that 154 going up to 168. Yeah, the weight factor. We can see that Charlo was trying to throw those punches. He wouldn't even move Canelo. Canelo would throw a punch, and then you can see the difference of the size. So there's not even why. Why would they even do that? And if he calls himself the best at 168, fight a true 168. Fight David Benavidez. And that would be a big difference. It will be even, and it will be a fight that all the fans want to see. But like I said, right now, we're focused on Andrade. Fuck Canelo. I don't care about Canelo right now. That's not in our mind.